Yeah, everyone's
Good luck
getting
with
on
that,
your nerves.
Virgo.
Everyone's getting on your nerves in September. But I think October is going to prove to settle.
Let's hope.
Let's see how this settles out.
Let's hope that the gods are with you in September.
Yeah.
Because you were having a hard time.
Yeah, you're playing. You're doing things that were what you wanted to do.
What you wanted to do as opposed to
what everybody else wants to do.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. We're reading for
Virgo for the month of October.
Yes.
And here it is. I'm doing it for you right now. Oh!
What is it? It jumped
It's
out.
a 2.
Oh, let's put that down because
Let's put
that's
that down.
interesting.
All right.
That's interesting.
That's an extra card for you this
Yes,
month.
interesting card. 2 of Wands.
2 of Wands.
Jumped
All right.
out of the deck. There's
It
some
did.
planning involved.
Ooh. All
Yeah,
right.
that's good. You got to make some choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're back in the swing of things.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
First card, Temperance, in the reverse. Good card. Card of the artist.
Well, they're coming out of a month of Temperance in reverse,
Mhm.
in a sense, because of the last month they're still kind of in that malaise.
Yeah.
Having
a hard time sort of getting it going on. We call this also the art card, or it
The
has
art
been
card.
called in the past.
Yeah.
It's inspiration. It's putting together disparate energies or objects that allow you to make art, which usually is what art is made of.
Inner balance.
Inner balance. This is in the inverse.
So it is impatience.
Yeah.
It's impatience. It's you have to be careful this month because you might get irritated easily.
Mm-hmm.
Other people might irritate you. You don't seem to have the normal patience level
Yeah.
that you would have with others.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole month is this emotional kind of moving up and down, kind of like you're up here one day, you're down here the next day. Very much like the moon
Having a difficult time re-entering the real world.
is still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having a hard time sort of staying in the middle.
Right.
Staying balanced.
Staying balanced. Maybe you lose your temper.
Could be.
You lose your temper, or you lose your patience, you lose your sense of cooperativeness.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to cooperate.
Or you're not able to, like it's a card of alchemistry too, so you just can't find the right mix.
Yeah. Or maybe,
Feeling
Virgos,
off.
Virgos are very food conscious,
Mm-hmm.
which is alchemistry.
Mm-hmm.
The stomach is an alchemical agent. It turns food into life. And it could be problems digesting something, whether that be food or something else.
Yeah.
Not being able to put it through your system.
Mm-hmm.
Not liking something that's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Not feeling at one with something that's happening. Right.
Very interesting card.
Right.
Same as last month. And there we go. We have the 5 of Swords reversed, which is a very interesting card in the challenge position, because the 5 in the upright is you're in a no-win situation.
It's a good card.
This is a good card. In the reverse, you're really looking for a way to walk away. Your challenge is for everyone to walk away happy. Mm-hmm. And you want that. Mm-hmm. You want everyone to be at peace and feel good about the outcome of a situation where no one really is the victor. No one really wins anything.
No, there is a victor, but the people who walk away also aren't angry about their loss. Mm-hmm. And if it's you having been defeated in some way, having lost an intellectual argument of
it feels
some
like
sort.
Loss of faith or something, because we got Temperance.
Right, it could be.
Loss of inspiration, loss of...
Or maybe, I have a feeling it has to do with interpersonal relationship. Mm-hmm. Some discord in interpersonal relationship. Mm-hmm. Your challenge is to not gloat over your superiority over someone, or be offended when someone challenges you or insults you or in any way makes you feel diminished or tries to make you feel diminished.
Right, because Temperance in the upright is such a great card.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the card of the angel.
Yes, it's the angel
So
card.
the angels is a little dusty this month.
Yeah, it's you need to. You're being tested. We're all tested every single moment that we exist. Everything is a test.
Yep.
And that's why I so object to going to church. Because everyone goes to church and they think it's all right. Now I'm good, now I'm accepted, I've confessed or whatever it is, and then I go back to my life and someone in traffic does something to offend you. And what do? You get crazy.
Because you're out of patience.
You're out of patience. And the real life is church. It's where you test your principles and your beliefs and your integrity. And that's what this whole month so far seems. You're being tested. Your sense of who you are, what you believe in, your principles are being tested.
I agree.
Okay? Wow.
Okay. Ten of
Holy
Cups
smokes.
reversed, Virgo, in the position of the unexpected. But it's a great card, even reversed.
Right, it is.
Even reversed, it's a great card. But this is the family coming together of loved ones, and it's sort of the end of the journey. And it could be unexpectedly you almost get there, and there's some kind of delay.
There's some kind of trip delay, the end of the family maybe can't get together for some reason.
Or it can mean that there's a little dimming going on here, because Temperance is good even in the inverse, but everything's just dimmed just a little bit.
Yes. So if we were to see all these cards in the upright, they would spell a harmonic meeting of minds.
Inspired meeting of minds.
Yeah, an inspired harmonic meeting of minds. And in the inverse, an attempt towards that. But here and there, someone is falling short
Yes.
of perfect performance, of perfect behavior.
Exactly. Or there's just sort of this feels a little bit of a lack of faith.
Lack of faith, lack of
belief in what's
Right.
good.
in the overall goodness of it. So maybe there's, and it happens in every family, in issues, some sort of issue in the family that appears and needs the resolution of that by the showing of your personal principles and values.
Right. Or how good is it really? How good is
this?
Why bother? That's kind of what I'm feeling from this whole, like, it's like this sense of why bother?
Right. I'm
wasting my energy.
I'm wasting my energy trying to keep this all together. And I don't want to keep it together anymore.
Yeah, why bother?
Well, let's see how it ends. Oh, yes.
And at the end, we have another reversal. It's the Knight of Pentacles.
So the month of reversals.
What an interesting,
Right.
interesting.
So the Knight of Pentacles reversed.
So you're stuck in the mud. You're a stick in the mud.
You're stuck in the mud. You can't get, maybe financially too, you are sort of unable to progress from where you are. You're having to be very practical in your decisions, but you're not being practical. You're not making, you're bored, because usually it's steadfast movement forward, but in the reverse it can be just boredom with it all.
Yep.
Like you've had
enough. It goes along with the reading.
It goes along with the reading.
Right. So how do you find a win-win situation when you're feeling as if it's not worth it? Like whatever's going on it's less than what you expected. How do you find a win-win situation?
Well, whenever you get into a position in any kind of argument, the best thing is to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And if the solution is the Four of Swords, then to walk away.
Exactly.
And to isolate yourself and to really ponder and to really
Which
think
we
about
had.
things, which we had last month.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this sort of an attempt to rejoin
Yes.
and to move into the whole dynamic, the
Mhm.
whole family dynamic, whether that's your literal family or work family
Right,
or
right.
community.
Mm-hmm. But you're not quite in yet.
But you're not quite in yet, and you really don't feel it yet as far as work.
Yeah, you're not inspired.
You're not inspired. It is just drudgery.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it's drudgery.
Yes.
And so that's what it's sort of, I think it's because the Temperance started it all,
Mm-hmm.
is that it sort of colored everything else,
Mm-hmm.
which is why it all reversed.
And it's this art thing that's just
Right.
going on where you're just not feeling like
You're
you
not
can
feeling it.
make anything.
Yeah, you're not feeling inspired.
If you're an artist,
So
you
basically,
need to make
what
things.
I would think to do is to
Turn this around. this
turn
Temperance.
the Temperance around. That would be the best thing, is to go inside of yourself and to rebalance inside, and to find that place of true peace where no one can touch you,
Mm-hmm.
where no comment can touch you, where no one else's agenda, their personal agenda, can affect you,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can maintain this situation that you're in, family or otherwise. And apparently at the end, you need to do work that maybe you don't want to do,
Right.
but you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be best to do it with a brighter spirit.
Yes, yes.
And you're not
yes.
doing it.
There's just like disillusionment.
Yes, there's a bit of disillusionment this month.
So don't worry about that.
But you've had some pretty fantastic months this year. So,
Yes.
So if don't worry about this month.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all, it's all just sort of minor. The only major one is this one, and this, even in reverse,
It's still good.
it's still very good.
High compliment by
Yeah,
spirit, even
yeah.
in reverse.
Even in reverse.
Yeah.
You have only one of your wings now, dear angel.
Right.
Right. So
Look
you
at the
can't-
bright side.
You can't fly with that one wing, but you're almost there. all
Yep.
right?
Yep. So
Okay.
if they brighten things up a little bit,
Yes.
Things
yes. Yeah, and have a halo.
yeah, things will turn around. If you'd like another card, which
Oh gosh, yes.
I think you need one, I would subscribe to the council card.
Yes, we love those council cards. They're almost like they tend to be our Bible, like a little chapter in the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
For everybody,
Yeah.
something that pertains to you, told in a much more spiritual tone.
Yes. So
Yeah.
go below, click below, try that. We do have a couple that are posted, and you can
Yeah.
check those out. Just
That
kind of
would be
see what they're
best.
all about. We also do personal and private readings. If you would like a private reading where we address your questions, go to avatrudyvirtualtarot.com and you'll be very pleased.
Yes, we have career readings. If you're wondering what's going on with your career or life path, you don't know which way you want to go in your life, or maybe deep meaning, a personal relationship is baffling you, and or we have what's the other one? Emergency.
So the testimonials are good.
Yeah, oh yes, all of the testimonies.
Just check out the testimonials.
Yes, so thank you.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Happy
And
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Don't eat too much candy.
That's right. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.